Hi, my name is Bill Galine, and I am one of the 7 people that took Inca Pacific Resources public back in 1994. This is a one-project company. It has a project in Peru called the Magistral. It's a copper moly project. It's all been drilled off. It's had 65,000 meters of drilling. It has had 268 drill holes. We have developed a project that has 286 million tons. It's 33 billion pounds of copper and 246 million pounds of molybdenum. We are only about 35 to 40 days away from bankable feasibility, and our property in our project is listed on the Lima Exchange as well as the Vancouver Stock Exchange. Our goals for the next upcoming 6 to 8 months is I mentioned that we're going to come out with our bankable feasibility at the end of November. That's critical. We've been working on this project of the bankable for over 1 year. It's cost over $5 million. When we receive this bankable feasibility study, it will allow the public to know that this project is going to be economic. We will complete that at the end of this year. At the same time, we're working on our permits for getting permits from the government for the right to develop the mine. The first quarter of 2008, we will seek project financing. This will be in the vicinity of about $300 to $350 million. The second quarter, we will complete the project financing. In the third quarter, we will receive our permits from the Peruvian government to develop the mine. And the most important thing, at the end of 2008, we will start construction, and we will be producing copper and moly by the end of 2010. We will be delivering copper and moly concentrate by the last quarter of 2010. The share price on Inca Pacific Resources is, in my opinion, way undervalued. And how do you say, why do you think it's way undervalued? We trade right now at about $1.95 Canadian. That gives us a market cap with 38 million shares outstanding, somewhere in the vicinity of about a $65 to $70 million market cap. Our project, with the copper and moly involved, has a net present value using only $1.50 copper long-term and $10 moly, even though copper is trading at $3.50 a pound and moly is trading at over $32 a pound. We're only using $1.50 copper and $10 moly. That comes out at $140 to $150 million net present value. You divide 40 million shares into that, and you know it's somewhere between $3.50 and $4 a share. So we believe strongly that our company share price is drastically undervalued. Well, it's very interesting. We believe that the copper market is going to be strong, and not only our opinion, but we've seen it out of Credit Suisse, we've seen it out of Raymond James, big securities companies coming out with reports, long-term copper for the next 5 years at between $1.90 and $2.50. That's long-term. We believe that people aren't taking into consideration actually the amount of supply is the problem, not the demand as much. If we have China and India both using the copper they're using right now, the rest of the industrialized world only has to grow at 1% a year to use up all the copper. Moly, of course, is another subject. It's $30 a pound right now, $32 a pound. It's used at stainless steel. It's used for strengthening steel. It's also used, and more importantly, all of the pipelines across the world that have to be replaced, and they're old and they need moly. So we believe moly is going to be strong for a long time. That is the main reason why one of our big investors, the Sprott Moly Fund, Eric Sprott's Moly Fund out of Toronto, bought 53% of our shares recently at $2 a share. He believes long-term in moly, and he likes the fact that Inca Pacific is 40% moly. The project is 40% moly. Well, this is a great time. This is basically, if you put it in football terms or baseball terms, we're either in the 9th inning of a baseball game or we're in the 4th quarter of a football game. And that is because we have done all the work now. We've drilled off the project. We're in bankable feasibility next month. The stock's at $1.95, and when that comes out, when the bankable comes out, it's going to show the rest of the world that this is a very viable project that's going to be taken into production. At the same time, we've also had meetings recently with 2 to 3 large smelter groups out of Japan, Korea, and China, very interested in the copper moly projects such as ours. So our goal is to take it down the road of production, but most likely we believe strongly in our company that we'll probably be taken over by a large smelter group in the future. That is what we see happening.